everyone. Welcome to the Civil Degenerates podcast, the most frequent uploading podcast in all the world, the 37th ranked podcast on your favorite podcast platform. I'm joined today with Onyx and Chaos. And for anyone wondering, we had an episode recorded, but one, it was really bad, and two, my audio corrupted. So we didn't upload that one.
It was very gay. We couldn't exactly upload it because his audio got absolutely fucked, and so it was really.
It wasn't even a good episode. Like, we had a guest, and his name was Panerma, and he's not a good guest.
He's just horny. It's okay.
Literally every sentence with him was awful.
We tried. It was like going to be a usable episode. Anyways, let's focus on the now.
The now, all right. Let's talk about the now. Guess what happened today?
What happened today?
Our
Dad
boy
came back.
Trump. Dad came back. Trump came back to Twitter.
Oh, I wasn't too far off.
I didn't know.
And yeah, Twitter is currently erupting right now, and I think it is hilarious.
Yeah. I didn't know that happened, so that's pretty funny.
Yeah. Elon Chan unbanned Trump.
It's pretty funny.
Isn't Elon Musk just such a visionary?
Yeah, he was sitting there talking about like free speech for Twitter and stuff, and then he actively tells us, he was like, "Yeah, unless you pay $8 a month, we're gonna shadow ban you." Like, bruh.
And the best part is, it didn't even work. People just get made fun of.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
straight up.
100%. Like, if you pay for Twitter Blue, you're the biggest idiot. It's like buying Discord Nitro. Like, bruh, don't.
Yeah, like who buys? Wait, I'm gonna ask, who buys Discord Nitro? Like,
Who buys, like, if all the social media platforms or whatever, it's like the only one I can kind of understand is YouTube Premium, because like the ads are mad annoying. Or Twitch Prime, because the ads on Twitch are fucking horrible.
oh yeah.
You guys
that's
remember when YouTube Premium was called YouTube Red?
Dude, I actually really do.
I think they changed it. And this is just a theory, but I think they changed YouTube Red to YouTube Premium just because RedTube exists.
Probably.
And we all know the funny things that come out of that. Oh shit, they're making a new Just.
Whoa, another Just Dance?
No way.
Sorry.
Is it going to be on the
blue?
Wii still?
What?
Grass is Green and Just Dance I don't even know who publishes Just Dance. Just Dance is going to be on the Wii still, probably.
I think it's EA that publishes.
It's Ubisoft.
It's Ubisoft. I wasn't too far off.
Ubisoft. All right, gentlemen, time for the biggest debate. Is it Ubisoft or Ubisoft?
It's Ubisoft.
It's
Is it
Ubisoft.
GIF or GIF?
It's neither. It's a GIF.
It's a GIF, but that's because that's physically how you pronounce it.
GIF is peanut butter.
Yeah.
Peanut.
No, not.
Peanut butter.
Oh.
This is degenerating so fast. Toxic. Tell us about the new Sonic game.
Well, you see, it's good.
Oh well, step into my office.
Just tell us a little bit about it without like any spoilers. Just tell us about some of the things that are different about it compared to every other Sonic game.
Well, as you probably know, it's the first open world or open zone Sonic game, and the big thing about it is it's just fun to run around.
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me a lot of like GTA or Spider-Man 2 for the GameCube or Breath of the Wild. It's fun to just be the character in the space, and that's very important for any open game. So,
have you beat the game yet?
Oh, I have 100%ed it.
Do you get to be Super Sonic during the game?
Multiple times for each boss fight, and the bosses go hard, and the music is phenomenal.
Does Super Sonic not feel like super OP? Does it just feel balanced enough?
No, he feels overpowered, but in the best way possible because you're going up against these giant robots, and it just feels like you're playing in anime or something. It's great.
Oh, that's fantastic. I was worried when I was looking at some of these screen grabs with Supersonic. I'm like, because he's supposed to be like super powerful. I was worried that that would be feeling like you're just overpowered.
Well, yesn't because you're super overpowered, but it's not like you have to learn a whole new move set. It's all of Sonic's normal combat moves, just overpowered to destroy these colossal machines with heavy metal music in the background, making you feel like a god. It's beautiful.
Oh my god,
It's
these giant robots remind me of like Shadow the Colossus level. Like it's insane looking.
yes, but instead of like scaling them, you do that one time in the last Chaos Emerald, and then you just throw them around like you're Super Saiyan Goku. It's beautiful.
God, I fucking love that.
Guys, Halo Infinite got an update.
Who cares?
No one cares about your favorite franchise. No one cares.
Believe it or not, it still exists.
Bro, 343. 343 just fucked it.
343 is a big L.
Speaking of big L's and favorite franchises, Yuji Naka, everybody. How's everyone?
He's doing great. He's hanging out with who was it? Margaret Thatcher, I think it was. Wait, no, she's dead. I'm thinking of a different Martha Stewart. That's
Yeah,
weird.
those
Not
are-
Margaret Thatcher.
Those are very different people. Have you guys seen anything about the new Suicide Squad game?
No.
It's been teased for the last couple of years. It's Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. I kind of like the concept, but it doesn't look very fun.
Speaking of Suicide Squad, I feel like this is a good time for a pretty good discussion. What are our opinions on the old Suicide Squad movie? Because
Poopy.
I have mine, but I'm not sure about you guys.
Poopy.
I think
Okay,
poopy is a nice way to put it.
It's objectively just god awful, but at this point, I'm almost nostalgic for it.
Same.
I mean, it's one of those movies that I enjoy watching it because it's bad. Like it's
Oh, no,
so awful.
I think it is a slog to sit through, but just like the aesthetic of it is almost nostalgic nowadays.
Mhm. It is absolute hot garbage, but like I kind of like it
Not
for
the
that.
first Suicide Squad. Not the first, the new Suicide Squad. That's what I mean.
I'm gonna be honest, I kind of like it.
I like it.
There
I
are
mean,
some-
I'm a huge sucker for James Gunn, but it's a really good movie.
There are some parts which I don't like, but overall, it is a good movie.
I thought the giant starfish monster was kind of lame, but
Well, he's actually
it's literally the embodiment of James Gunn. So
he's also actually from the comics.
yeah, I just thought it was kind of boring. Yeah, that was a hot bird. Good again.
I haven't seen the Suicide Squad.
It's a decent watch, especially if like you're just in the mood to just kind of zone out and like not really think about it.
It has a part with Michael Rooker, and then he dies very quickly.
Bro,
It's-
spoilers!
There's a lot.
Oh my god!
Stop!
A lot of people die.
Stop!
Yeah, it's a very bloody movie.
Hey, bro, let's play Conquer.
No.
Damn. Stalker 2: The Heart of Chernobyl.
Stalker 2. Okay, this is a game I can talk about because I'm the huge geography and like, geopolitics nerd here. Stalker 2 is a very depressing game because it was actually supposed to come out last year at the end of the year. But then it got delayed because then it got delayed again because a thing happened in Ukraine, and it's a Ukrainian game dev. GSC Game World is Ukrainian, so then it got delayed again. It's supposed to come out next year. We don't know the chances of that actually happening because a lot of people working at GSC are actually like fighting in Ukraine, which is cool. Good for them. But yeah, it's kind of a mega depressing game.
That sounds very depressing.
Yeah, I want to play the game so bad.
Okay.
It looks so cool.
Opinion on RimWorld.
No,
It's so good.
no.
Okay, actual opinion. What's your opinion on Sea of Thieves? Because you just got
Sea of Thieves. The launch was god awful,
I mean, yeah.
but it's a very fascinating game now.
Plus, it's like
With like,
it's so beautiful just to play, not to like try and like get very far, but just to play and just like enjoy the sea. It's kind of like relaxing. It's kind of the same thing I like to do with the piece of trash game Fallout 76. I'm sorry, I like to go in that game just to wander and just relax and just be in the environment.
it's not a pretty game though.
It can be quite.
It's not.
It's not
It's
pretty,
just
but
not.
it's nice to just explore and walk around because just like the environment,
No.
just being.
Are you gonna see more glitched out god rays? Here's something we can talk about because it just happened today. We got some Breyers ice cream, cheap as hell, pretty good.
It's absolutely.
You guys want to sponsor us? Hit us up, please.
Please, we're desperate. We want some free ice cream, to be honest. Like, that sounds absolutely bussin'. We're not
Yeah,
sponsored.
dude, I don't even know if we can get free ice cream. We don't have enough space for it. We're living in college.
We're not sponsored yet, but hey, hit us up. Hit us up.
You know what to do.
Will a lot of people talk to your people, or like I don't know. Yeah. Anyways, as I was going to be talking about though, have you Toxic? Have you heard anything about the new Bendy game?
I heard that it came out. I don't really care anymore.
Yeah, I know, me either. I didn't even know it was a thing until I got an ad for it, and it was like, yeah, there's a new Bendy the Ink Machine game. I'm like, I haven't heard that name in so long.
This Spronk Cranberry is really good.
Yeah, okay, what's your opinion on Sprite Cranberry? This is
I've actually never had it.
It's good out of the bottles, the cans, which is what I just recently bought. They're bad. It literally tastes like pure aluminum.
Like, I'm drinking one right now, and it's so bad. I already don't love Sprite Cranberry, and this is just making it worse.
I fuck with Sprite Cranberry when it's in the bottle. It actually tastes pretty good.
Cranberry.
Want a Sprite Cranberry?
You want a Sprite Cranberry?
All right, I gotta move a plastic bag, so I apologize if you hear any plastic bag noises.
I hope you know I'm leaving that in.
Good.
Have you guys seen anything about City Skylines?
What is that?
It's a game. I don't want to sound sponsored because they've been sponsoring a lot of people lately. But like
We're sponsored. We're 100% sponsored.
Raycon E25 everyday earbuds are the best thing I've ever worn. They literally saved my marriage.
I refuse to take like a modern sponsorship until we get Manscaped.
Yes.
But anyways,
The new body buffer. It replaces loofahs.
I really do want to try Manscaped sometime though.
So expensive though.
It is. Have you heard anything about the new KOTOR coming out?
KOTOR? It's in KOTOR. Knights of the Old Republic, Star Wars.
Knights of the Old Republic.
Cringe.
Do we know anything new about it?
It's in really bad development.
Oof. Cause like I've been so hyped for it, but yeah. Toxic, we didn't get your input on it. What's your opinion on Sea of Thieves?
It's a game that I've never played.
Have you seen anything about it?
No.
Oh, that's actually surprising. Has there been anything new in games that either of you guys have cared about recently?
The Halo
Pokemon Scarlet and Violet run like trash.
I mean, we all know that Halo Infinite is forever going to be Grace Fire, so.
No. We can actually talk about this because it's actually an interesting subject. The Forge came out finally. It only took them a year. And people are already making maps that are like on par with Dead Bay maps, and they look that good. And it's like mind blowing. And people have made knockoff Smash in Halo. They've
Oh,
made
that's based.
Mario Kart in Halo. There's crazy shit. And it's only been out for a couple weeks.
That's so based.
Speaking of Mario Kart, I feel like this is a good subject. Opinions on Mario Kart 8, everyone? Especially you, Onyx.
7 out of 10.
What? I'm so confused. What?
What's your opinion on
What?
Mario Kart 8?
I mean, it's not the best Mario Kart, but it's the best selling. I mean, it's objectively really good.
I'd say it's probably objectively the best Mario Kart, except, I mean, there's some subjective elements, but like, in terms of just sheer content, so good.
Objectively, it is the best Mario Kart, but it's not my favorite.
Mario
I mean,
Kart
Double
DS
Dash
honestly
exists.
still Mario Kart DS honestly still feels more filled with content.
Here's a really interesting question. What's your guys' opinion on No Man's Sky?
No Man's Sky is an interesting game.
More like I have no opinion.
So I used to absolutely hate it because the same reason that everybody hated it. But then they started actually fulfilling on some of the promises that they made like forever ago, and now it's actually a really fun game. Like there's capital ships that you can get like freighters and really cool things, and like it's absolutely amazing and kind of beautiful to play. So
I just remember the internet historian video and laughing, and that's my opinion on No Man's Sky.
it used to be so bad, but now it's actually like really good and like really fun to play, and like everyone collectively has stopped hating it as much. I mean, people still hate it, but it's for different reasons. You know?
I mean, my issue with No Man's Sky is it's kind of indicative of what's wrong with the game industry right now. Just the ship it and fix it later mindset is so annoying.
Yeah. I mean, they just finally fulfilled all their promises in October of 2022. So,
Yeah, I mean, it's annoying. It's annoying, and I'm not like mad at Hello Games or anything. Like, Sean Murray is waifu material, but yeah,
what's your guys' opinion on like arcade games?
arcade games. Pac-Man is fun, and I've never gotten past level 2.
Never.
Never.
Have you ever played Frogger?
Yeah, I played Frogger. Oh, by the way, Frogger, dude, you remember Crossy Road?
Dude, I remember Crossroad. Crossroad was so
Oh my
based.
god, that game was so lit. I literally would grind that shit for hours and hours and hours.
And like it's always the most fun when like you're just vibing in the car and just playing it.
Yeah, and I'll also get sick as fuck playing it. Oh.
What the hell? There is the Bible on Steam.
Based?
The full Bible. And it's currently on sale.
Discounting for Jesus, man. In the next episode, we're going to have a big episode that you need to tune in for. It'll be out next week. It'll be cool. It's going to be an in-person episode, so that's interesting.
I'm hoping to get it out by like shortly after the month is out.
This episode or the big episode coming?
The big episode.
Yeah, we were trying to get our friend. I don't know if I can say his name out loud, but the bearded boy. That's what we'll call him. I was trying to get him on this call, but he said he was busy. And then I tried to ask him, "Hey, are you busy next week during the Thanksgiving break?" And he goes, "Yeah, I have to come. I literally will be leaving on Thursday. I have to go back to work."
Bruh.
I was pissed. I was like, "Oh my god, I hate your work, your bosses." It's like, I mean, I'll give that to us because like here we're getting booted out of our dorms. So I mean, my boss was pissed when I told him that I had to leave, but
We don't really have
there's
any
not much I can do about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
I told him he's really not gonna like my Christmas days because it's gonna be a while that I'm gone.
yeah. Do you know anything about Warhammer?
Warhammer?
Yes, Warhammer.
My coworkers talk about it. That's all I know.
It's
Like the game that exists.
I don't know anything about the actual TTRPG, but I do know a lot about the lore. And it's
You are a Warhammer lore master. I know the one thing about Warhammer is they have a really cool double-headed eagle, and double-headed eagles are always of W.
I mean, and then they have different gods of different things like chaos gods, and then they have for the mankind they have what they call the God Emperor, and he is supposed to be indicative of like a the holy god, kind of like that of Christianity, but he has war, and it's base as fuck.
I have some interesting news from a YouTuber I used to watch. I don't actively watch him anymore, but uh, did you ever watch Tim Hansen in high school or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay, well, he put up a video recently saying like life's been rough lately, and I've kind of fallen off Tim Henson, and I don't really interact with the COD Zombies community at all anymore, which is just a toxic cesspool of despair, and no one seems to talk about it. Like people will sit there and talk about like, oh, the Halo community is the worst community. No, the COD Zombies community is so much worse. Uh, but he divorced his wife, and like now his kids are gonna have to grow up with separated parents, which is like not that bad, but it is kind of interesting and not optimal. And he's sitting there talking about the fact that he heavily implied that his wife cheated on him. And I'm sitting there like, bruh. And I just got so depressed about it.
That's really depressing. Um, have you seen anything about the new Twitter? Everything going on with that?
The new Twitter is cringe. I'm happy Trump's back for the memes. I don't really give a shit about Trump or whatever the January 6th. I just genuinely do not care. And if you're gonna sit here and like get into the comments, it's like, oh, you're a bigot. I don't care. But I'm happy he's back because I want me more Trump memes. That's about it.
Speaking of Twitter, we do now have a Twitter. It's at Civil Degenerates Pod.
Look for us in the description.
And the link in the description. It'll be based. We're never gonna tweet, but you should still follow us anyways, because it'd be hilarious if we got more followers than we have subscribers. I don't know. I think that'd be funny.
I mean, we'll tweet out new episodes, and every now and then we'll tweet out like,
yeah,
put a poll or something. What should we talk about?
Yeah, and we'll probably use that to get more topic ideas if we can get some interaction going. I think that'd be pretty based. Did you hear about how on Twitter? Jeez, did you hear about how on Twitter people were literally like crashing the stocks of other accounts by
I did see that. That was so cool because I found out about it. I found out about the dude. He was like the one dude who got his stock price crashed. And he was like a huge dude. And he would sit there and he was like, "I'm not a hype beast or whatever." And then he proceeded to find out that he's been lobbying the government left and right, which, lobbying not too nice. Don't really like that.
No. Hear me out. Insider trading. Hear me out. Hear me out.
Nancy Pelosi, please. Give me your secrets.
But yeah, man. There's supposed to be a new Legend of Zelda game that's coming out. I don't know anything about it yet, but it's supposed to be announced in 2023.
A new Legend of Zelda?
Yeah. It's supposed to be the sequel.
It's already been announced. Breath of the Wild?
Yeah, it's supposed to be
it already has
the date in 2023.
Oh.
May 12th, 2023. Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild. Yeah.
It's like Tears of the Kingdom, I think.
Yeah. Holy shit. Oh, fuck. Payday 3 is supposed to be coming out.
What's coming out?
Payday 3. Bro, I love Payday so much. It's so underrated. I love it so much.
All I know Payday for is the Ethan Klein skit that happened a while ago. I fucking hate Ethan Klein now.
Yeah. Do you know anything about the new Assassin's Creed game coming out? Mirage.
It looks pretty cool.
It looks okay. I feel like they could have done a different idea, but I think it looks fine.
I mean, they're going back to their roots, kind of. I don't know.
I mean, kinda, yeah. Supposed to be a Harry Potter game coming out. How much money, but that's gonna tank. It's supposed to be an Arc 2. I don't know anything about Arc. I've never played it in my life. Have you ever played Arc Survival Evolved?
I have indeed played Ark, and that game has one of the deepest and weirdest rabbit holes ever.
Is there Dinosaur War?
There's dinosaur war. There's literally dino politics in that game, dude.
I love that. Oh yeah, there's supposed to be a new Dead Space game. The remake.
Yeah, the Dead Space 1 remake. Dude, I'm so hyped for that. And the Callisto Protocol. They're both coming out pretty soon. I'm so excited for. Well, if we're gonna, let's just ditch the video game topic and let's get political here. What's the best cereal?
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, you're gonna hate me for this. I like Honey Bunches of Oats.
Honey Bunches of Oats slaps.
I also really like Raisin Bran, but I had to be in the right mood. So.
Raisin Bran is nasty. I don't fuck with Raisin Bran.
I like it.
But Honey Bunches of Oats is actually noteworthy.
Dude, it's so good. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I can like down like 3 bowls without thinking about it.
Dude, it's so fucking good.
But then my butthole will be quaking because that thing is full of fiber.
Facts, dude.
Like, it's so bad. I also, those fiber yogurts? Those things.
The ones that help you poop?
Yeah, they slap.
Oh, like activity or whatever? Yeah.
They slap, but also, like, they're so good that I'll eat like 2 or 3 of them, and then I'll regret it in the bathroom. Like, I'll massively regret that, like, as soon as the time comes. I'll just go.
Dude, they're good though. I can eat me a good Activia, yeah.
They are so good. But yeah.
I used to have to eat fiber gummies because of my stomach disease to help me poop. But yeah, I mean, and then like I eat too many and then like poop my brains out.
Oh god.
And yeah, they're not good. And it was very painful actually, like unironically.
When you were a kid, like, what was like your dream job?
I wanted to be a firefighter. I wanted a very generic firefighter.
So I had like waves when I was a kid. First, I wanted to be a cowboy because I thought it was cool, and then I wanted to be a firefighter.
That is so funny to hear from you now.
Why?
Because cowboys are like the homophobic stereotype. I'm not hating on any cowboys, but like the stereotype around y'all is you're homophobic, you hate everyone. The stereotypical like bigot. I guess I don't like using that word, but
Yeah. Anyways, and then I wanted to be a scientist or an astronaut.
I did want to be a scientist there for quite a while. I was like, oh, I want to help people. Like, then I took chemistry and I hated it.
When chemistry made you want to kill yourself. But I wanted to be an engineer. I only changed it recently, but I really wanted to be an engineer. And then
I feel like you could be a good engineer. You're a good math boy.
Yeah, but also I'm really lazy, so so that wouldn't work out. Because you have to be built different in order to be an engineer, and I'm really not. I'm built the same.
Built the same.
There ain't nothing different about me.
When you say built different, you mean like you have to be like really into like physical work and stuff?
You have to be into physical work. You have to like your brain has to be in like 12th gear all the time. Like
yeah, I don't mind doing physical jobs, but not like constantly. Like you got to give me a break.
Yeah, you have to be like insane in order to do those jobs. But I really wanted to do it for a long time. I only recently stopped wanting to do it. Maybe 2 years ago. But yeah. Um, what were like your dreams when you were a kid? Like, do you have any aspirations? When I was, cause
I don't know.
when I was a
Not the
kid,
word for aspirations.
I wanted a golden jet.
I mean, I wanted the stereotypical, like, I want to be rich, blah, 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 blah,
No, I didn't want to be rich. I just wanted a golden jet. So I thought it'd be really cool.
I don't even know what I wanted. I wanted a Camaro there for a while. Then I had a Camaro. Hated it.
But Camaros are so based.
They're cool and all, but like, oh my god, they cost a fortune to fix.
Yeah, that's why like only people who are going through a midlife crisis have them.
That's funny coming from, who took the Camaro.
Yeah.
We won't get too personal.
Yeah. That's too personal.
My mom took my car.
Yeah. Anyways, back to the podcast. Food.
Food. We're back on the food subject. All right.
Oh.
What's your favorite Thanksgiving food?
Yeah, okay.
This episode is going to be coming out probably on Thanksgiving around there.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Thanksgiving food?
Green bean casserole.
Green bean casserole is pretty good, but it depends on who makes it.
My dad makes it. It's absolutely fucking bussing. That's why I love it.
When my grandma makes it, it's fire. When my mom makes it, it's disgusting.
Yeah, so I'm excited for Thanksgiving simply because like the green bean casserole is gonna be fire, and then I know that the ham is gonna be so delicious.
I'm not a big fan of ham. I like ham the next day, putting that bitch on a sandwich or something.
Oh,
but like
no.
ham on the Thanksgiving day is not that good.
The Thanksgiving leftover sandwich, what you do is you get like the piece of bread, and then you put down like a piece of ham, piece of turkey, and like whatever like sides you
Fucking
can.
lather that bitch up with mayo.
Dude, it's so good. But also, like, you lose a year of your life for every sandwich you eat. What's your favorite Thanksgiving food?
My favorite, I'm a basic bitch. But my favorite thing in the fucking world is taking gravy from the mashed potatoes and putting it on my turkey.
So,
oh my god.
I don't really like turkey that much the day of Thanksgiving because it's always dry because they never know how to
So
cook it.
here's my thing with Thanksgiving turkey. I don't like turkey alone. Like I can eat it and I'll suffer through it or whatever, but like I'm not gonna actively enjoy it, right? But if I have a turkey and I put gravy on that bitch, oh my god, it's so good.
You know what's really good though? Like you get the turkey and then like the next day when you eat the turkey and like it's been sitting in the juices,
put it on a sandwich.
You can just cut that shit up and it's just busting and it's falling apart.
Yes. Put it on a sandwich, put some mayo on it, maybe some lettuce.
God, I love leftover Thanksgiving food. It's always so much better than on Thanksgiving. I don't know what it is.
That's facts. Plus, like, I don't know. I'm not like a basic bitch. It's like a lot of people sit there and say it's like, oh, I get done with Thanksgiving and I immediately go take a nap. That's just not me.
No, dude,
I don't know why.
I want to go run a marathon.
I don't want to go run a marathon. I want to sit down and like, I don't know, watch a YouTube video or play more video games.
I feel so fat after I eat that much food that I want to go and do something.
That's true. Also, like I do feel like I get really self-conscious after I was like, dude, I just ate so much.
The thing is, like,
I
always like if I eat mashed potatoes and gravy, I usually like use like a couple rolls to soak up the leftover gravy and
yes, yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. It is fire.
But it will make you bloated as all hell, and you look like you're 35 with 8 mortgages.
Yes, you will sit there and you will just feel morbidly obese.
But it's so worth it though, because it's just
so
delicious.
Is.
Man, I love food. Excuse me.
What's your opinion on stuffing?
I don't love stuffing, but I will tolerate it.
I kind of fuck with stuffing, but like, I don't actively dislike it, but I don't love it. I will say that.
I don't know, man. I don't personally love it, but yeah, no, this should be coming out like right around Thanksgiving time, so that
it might be like on Thanksgiving.
I want to get it out like on Thanksgiving because that would be great, but also it's not really Thanksgiving themed.
kind of Thanksgiving themed at this point. We've been talking about it for like 20 minutes.
Okay, what's your opinion on like actual people trying to like bring the facts of Thanksgiving up at Thanksgiving?
Dude, that's so annoying when they sit there and it's like, oh, well, actually, the turkey has stuff in it that makes you fall asleep. I was like, yeah, yes, I know. Please stop talking. So
I
annoying.
know it drives me up the freaking wall every single time. I'm just like, bro,
Why are you
shut
saying
up,
friggin' just say fuck?
fuck.
Or when they sit there and they try to explain the first Thanksgiving, it's like, I don't care. I'm just trying to eat my turkey.
Or when they try to make you
I'm
do
just
the,
trying to eat.
I hate it when they're like, all right, now everybody, let's talk about what we're thankful for this year. I just want to shoot
No one
myself.
does that to me. But like, that's also just probably a difference between my family and yours.
Dude, I swear, my family tries to do it every single time. I just want to kill myself. But also, last Thanksgiving, I was really depressed.
I'm not one of those that gets super depressed on Thanksgiving, but I'm also not like feeling like great. It's
Dude,
just like, oh man, it's Thanksgiving. I'm gonna eat a bunch today.
dude,
Cool.
last year on Thanksgiving, it was the day after I got broken up with after a 3-year relationship.
Oof.
Yeah, I was depressed. Yeah, that was not a great day. But I got to hold a baby, so I was very happy.
Speaking of holding babies, I don't know if this is too personal. Yeah, it's not too personal. I'm not giving any names away. I recently, you know this because you live with me. I recently helped my mother purchase a car, and she has to help take care of children. And I held a baby, and her name is Serenity,
Oh,
and it was indeed a baby. She's very young, and she's like the kind where she'll occasionally smile, but it's not like the happy smile. It's just like, oh wow, I can do this.
oh god. But yeah, alright, quick opinion time. Alright, just very, very, very quick. Is ham or turkey better?
Turkey,
I prefer ham.
turkey with gravy, dude.
No, okay,
Nutworthy.
hear me out. I don't like turkey on Thanksgiving.
I
Then
just like putting gravy on my turkey. It's so good.
I don't know. Like I love it the next day, but the day of Thanksgiving it is not good because it's always dry and
I
gross
just
and
I don't like Thanksgiving ham. I don't know why. It's just
no.
not good to me.
The
It's like
honey
it's got a
glazed
weird
ham,
texture. Ugh.
bro. No, like a honey glazed ham. Oh my god, it
Mm-mm.
is not worthy.
No, no, it's not good.
Yes, it's fire.
I thoroughly do not enjoy it.
I don't know. You're also a very big texture
It's
person.
facts. If something doesn't feel right in my mouth,
Yeah, so
no,
that's that's
I won't
probably
touch it with a 10 foot pole.
that's probably partially the reason why you're that way. So you know, it is what it is. Oh, should should I talk about what we were doing before this podcast started?
I'm watching Yu-Gi-Oh.
Dude, we've been getting so into Yu-Gi-Oh lately.
Dude, it's so good.
We've watched 2 seasons in like a month.
Dude, it's so good.
It
Like
is.
season 2 of Yu-Gi-Oh has to be genuinely one of the greatest things I've ever watched.
We are almost on season 2.
That's facts. It's so much fun.
It is an absolute blast, and like you can just like watch it mindlessly without having to like fully pay attention. And you can still like there's moments where it will turn on your lizard brain, and it's just like, you know.
Yeah.
Anyways, but apparently, there's a new World Cup coming on.
Like with Qatar or whatever.
Yeah,
I saw that. They're like, you're not allowed to pray if you're Jewish. You're not allowed to pray in public and stuff. Just like,
yeah, and like it's like apparently like they're doing a lot of things which are like very controversial as far as this goes, and like,
uh, I don't know my opinion on it, honestly. Like, I'm not a big fan of the whole suppressing Jewish views, but at the end of the day, like, I am willing to admit, like, it is an Islamic fundamentalist country.
very much so it is. I mean, so
Like even then, like Qatar compared to like the rest of the Arab world is very free.
yeah, very in comparison. Now, by itself it's not, but in comparison to the rest of the Arab world, yeah.
Yeah, like you're not gonna go to, Iran and have much fun. Given I understand that's different types of Muslimness and stuff, but at the end of the day, they are very different countries.
Yeah.
It's like even Saudi Arabia. It's like yeah. I mean, they restricted women's rights for decades, and the U.S. just didn't really care because, oh well, you guys have oil.
Oil.
You guys have oil for us. It's completely off subject, but you know what I really want?
Huh.
I want a Zen garden.
Why?
Because they're so peaceful to look at. Just make me happy. Like a Newton's Cradle, also, I want one of those.
I want.
A better roommate.
Yeah. You know what I really want? Actual podcast equipment.
We're working on it, man.
Man.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for tuning into the Civil Degenerates podcast, the most frequently uploading and best scheduled podcast in the world. There's absolutely nothing wrong with our scheduling. And we haven't procrastinated recording at all. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to tune in next week for the really big episode that we have planned. We have our in-person episode.
It'll definitely.
It's going to be really interesting.
It'll definitely be next week, and definitely not in like 3 weeks because we forget to upload it.
Yeah. Well, and we have to actually record for once.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to record that one because we'll all be in person. All right, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to tune in next week, and have a good one.